this episode.
Alright, so a new feature. Finally, we're gonna have some meaningful sort of progression when we move into new levels. Basically, each time you reach a level up, you can select a new skill, one of 3, and for now we only have 3. We can shoot more projectiles, or we want to choose health regeneration or energy regeneration, and yeah, that's it. Since it's just 3 skills for now, you can go crazy on one of them. For example, here we picking up projectiles all the way, right, and it just shoots through the whole grid. However, it increases energy cost, so there is still some balance to it, but yeah, doesn't matter. Alternatively, you can play safely and pick energy all the time, and then you just spam your low-level projectiles, but you never run out of energy, right? So you can shoot infinitely, pretty much. But the problem is, even if you have unlimited energy, you will still lose this game at the current state, because there is no much space left to walk around at some point. Anyway, the feature is simple. Let's take a quick look at the code changes. So component is a new interface, sort of a little abstraction to allow for composition of UI elements in the game. So on every tick, we will be propagating update call into our components, and also render and so on. We also introduced a new state, right? So when you reach level up, it's going to be new state, so we can handle it appropriately. Here we just moved some code around, nothing important. In our update grid call, we call in update in all our creatures. It's currently only player, I think. We don't have any other creatures in the game. And yeah, essentially, if the second has passed, we're gonna call 2 methods and to see if player has health or energy regeneration skills. If they do, we will restore some energy or health. And it's pretty simple. And now item select component is basically a single component that we have in the game right now. It handles this level up state when we see 3 cards with items. When we are calling update method on every tick in the game, we just check in, okay, is the enter button pressed? If it is, then we're gonna check what is the selected item or skill. If player already has the skill, we will level up, or if they don't, we will add them the skill, like projectile or regeneration, for example. And yeah, navigatable list is just a little abstraction to handle like list and menus that you can navigate through with the keyboard, so you don't have to write it again next time. And on each render call, we basically throw in 3 boxes that we saw in the game, and the render item call is pretty huge. Basically draws a box or an icon or the text that we saw on the screen. Yeah, it's quite straightforward. And then this little text renderer abstraction, this is something I had to do because we want to render like descriptions. Sometimes they are longer and they might not fit in the box that we see, right? There is like 3 or 2 lines. It's something I always took for granted when I am working with UIs, but this time in raylib I had to write a multi-line support myself and break line on space and like align it in the middle. And because I want to avoid allocating too many arrays or strings, ideally I want to avoid any allocations because it's called on every frame right now. I had to write a bunch of code for that. And in the projectile we just added a few lines to add support for like the longer distances, right? We check in, hey, did we reach the end position for projectile? And if not, we will create a new projectile to get one step further. Some new assets, and yeah, we set a new state when we reach new level. Alrighty, that's all I had this time. See you in the next one, and take care.